Hi YouTube. I have a question. If anybody'd like to answer this, I'd love to hear some comments on this. The question is, what happens when all the wealthy people and the intelligent people, the wealthy and intelligent people, break off from the United States to form their own country? Is it possible? Could it ever happen? Are we seeing the beginning stages of it? More after this message.
PIT Adept.
I would think all the wealthy people, if we were to become a space-faring race, the human race, it would only be to the point to where millionaires would be on the bottom. That is the only way to do it. Millionaires on the bottom, billionaires in the middle, and then entities such as corporations collectively in the trillions. And with numbers like this, there could not be a monetary system set up the way it is now, and it definitely couldn't be valued at gold. It would be a cashless society for sure, I would think, or credits, or only good for the certain corporations, corporation money, kind of like what it is now. But we're looking at the future here, the events to unfold. It's pretty obvious, you could tell the things that are about to unfold. You can kind of see them. It's kind of like stating the obvious. Right now, it shows we're in an economic slight climb, and then they drop a bombshell on us like oil. Now, stating the obvious about just that alone, it would seem to be a conspiracy, or just unfolding the way it would naturally unfold in the circumstances that surround it. But is it manifest destiny? I'll throw that word in there. Is it manifest destiny for the American people to progress into another society? Is it manifest destiny for us to start becoming a spacefaring race? Humans. I don't know. So, I don't know. I just have a bunch of questions. Kind of the thoughts that roll through my head is, I would think if I was wanting to start going to Mars, the capital on that would be so astronomical, no country in the world could do it on a monetary system set up such as it is now. So it would have to definitely 100% be cashless societies. Everybody would have to go into debt to each other. We'd all have to go broke at the same time, and then we could start the whole shebang over again with a different value system monetarily. So, long story short, I started thinking about this because of Virgin Mobile. This is just the beginning of it. No way in hell we could progress for the next 50 years with Mars on the brain and actually keeping society going. There has to be something else come out of this that we've never seen in history. Welcome to the 21st century. Well, that's just my thoughts. That's just what goes through my head. Doesn't make it true. It doesn't make it right. Everybody's opinion is different than mine, you know. And I haven't read any books, and I haven't looked at any news footages of anything that I can corroborate as truth anyway. Well, hell, I tell you the truth. Reality says I've never met any senator. I've never met the president. To be honest with you, I couldn't even tell you if he was a real human being or not. The way technology is right now, I've never met anybody who's met Obama. So, as it stands, really, President Barack Obama does not really even exist to me until I see him. I meet him. I say, "Hey, Mr. President, how you doing today?" You know, put me a suit and tie on out of respect. And whatever happened to suits and ties? You know, I always look back and throughout history, the gentlemen have always wore attire, and it's progressed into a suit and tie from a toga, certain kinds of togas. So, what does our gentlemen wear for the 21st century? Gentlemen wear. I'd love to know people's opinion on gentlemen wear, as well as the rest of what I've discussed about Mars. Now, I'm really fascinated about Mars. I truly am. And I'm going to tell you honestly, I am trying to push the button here on seeing if YouTube is going to let me have a longer than 15-minute video. I don't believe I've ever made a longer than 3-minute video, 4-minute video. I'm not sure, though. I have to go back and check it out. But, you know, these are my thoughts, and I really, really, really do think about Mars repetitively, and I think about NASA and the space shuttle and what we've progressed from in the 60s to now, you know, the lunar landing, to sending probes already. We're sending probes to Mars, out into deep space. I think Voyager's made it into the outer solar system by now. I'm not sure. I have to check on that. I haven't really looked up on that. But I'm fascinated by the information that comes out of NASA and the things that we are capable of seeing. Just as a civilian, you know, the citizens, you know, we get to see certain things we, for thousands of years as humans, have thought was gods and heavens and unrealistic terminology to what it truly is. And I'm just going to throw this in there. I went back there in the back shelf, got my robots. These are toys, but they're the beginning stages of our robots that us as citizens can have. This is a cat robot. See the cat robot? Nevertheless, it is a robot. Now, this is the dog. The dog robot. Now, this has a lot more technological features than the cat. This has a sensor that when you touch it, it acknowledges your touch. It's cool. It's robots. Robots. So I thought I'd share that with you. Yeah, they're toys, but they're still the robots. You know, we progressed that far to where we have robots. Of course, they're not intelligent robots. They're only designed to do as they're programmed. But it's fascinating. It's fascinating. We've progressed that far. You know, like remote control cars. Got one of those in the background too, over here on my shelf, where the cat and the dog was. I just think it's fascinating how far the citizens of the United States has actually progressed to. I just love it. And then on a quick note, you know, I want to keep going on about YouTube, Blog TV, MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, all these new things that's came out and has allowed us as a nation to come together with information. The new technological advances allows me to produce my own videos here and put myself out there on the World Wide Web to say hello to mankind. Hi, mankind. I got the Xbox 360 there with Kinects, and it's got the video abilities that I could talk to you from my television. We could watch movies together and still socialize at the same time. It actually follows my motions, you know, to play games and such. That is wild. I love it. It's cool. It's new, you know. Yeah, we've all been suckered into buying these things, but that was the whole point. That it was either manifest destiny that we would want these trinkets. Pretty trinkets. You know, that's the way humans are. Read us like a book, man. Hey, you know, if I got something somebody wants, I could sell it. That's capitalism. You know, and that's our society. We live in the United States of America. You know, manifest destiny. It took me almost 30 years to meet a person like me. And when I say that, I mean in my race. I never really met any other Native Americans. It took me 30 years to meet another Native American. I've been to the reservation since, you know, but is that manifest destiny? So, you know, I don't know what to tell everybody. I don't believe in magic. I doubt there is an invisible man, to paraphrase George Carlin, an invisible man in the sky and on the clouds watching me. I do have a belief in science, you know, facts. And you know, it goes to show too, in science there are some quacks. There really are. Everybody knows that. You can't trust just any old scientist, you know, but the bona fide official ones, there's no reason for them to actually stretch the truth or not tell what's going on, unless it would be the end of civilization as we knew it, and it was in our best interest not to know. That's possible, but I doubt it. I don't think that you know, even though a lot of things look like certain things, and it's a possibility they are, and collaborations and with things going on, could it be conspiracies out there? Well, it's a possibility there are conspiracies out there, and it's a possibility that people are herding us around like sheep and designing things for us, you know, but it's what we want. There's a lot of people who want it, and that will be the second break off from society. There's a split there. There's a split to where somebody says, we don't need McDonald's, and we don't need, which I agree on the Denny's. Denny's out there has this thing now, and it was advertising on television that it's a bacon sundae, and it looks like the advertisement. It was bacon with hot fudge on a ice cream, bacon, layer of bacon, layer of ice cream, layer of bacon, layer with hot fudge on it, and nuts on top of it. So I don't agree with Denny's, but if you want it, you want it, and that's what a lot of Americans, you know, believe in, is if you want something as an American, there should be no reason you can't get what you want. This has been my thoughts by Revelations, and that is Revelation. I'm just kidding, world. You can call me whatever you like. I'm just being me, and that's all I can be. I'd rather be me than a fake any day. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Now I've got to find me an exit. I don't know how to end these things.